Hi there. I actually had tried filming this video clip once before with better clothes on, but now I'm in my pajamas and I'm refilming this because I don't know how to stop with my hand, and so the video quality was really poor. So attempt number 2, if not attempt number 500, because I know I've already filmed this clip days ago, even weeks ago, but I just keep putting in the trash just because I never feel like it's good enough. But hopefully, this is the one, and if it's not, it's gonna be because I need to get this video uploaded. It's been a long time, you guys. I know. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm going to be telling you why it's been a long time, what's been going on. Not much, actually. But I guess I'll give you a little life update, and hopefully I can get back on to the habit of editing and uploading videos. So, before I get started, if you're new here, my name is Rosa. I am from San Miguel Island. It's part of the Azores. Azores is an archipelago that is Portuguese. So we're located in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, surrounded by sea, nothing else. So yeah. If you don't know that already, because most of you do, and most of you are here because of that, right? So I started off my channel because of living on the Azores. I thought it would be interesting content to put out there and show my daily life as an islander. Well, a few months ago, I moved to North America, to Canada. I spent a few months in the States, and now I am living in Canada, and we have started our life here from scratch. We left everything behind, picked up ourselves, our cats, and a couple of suitcases with some of our belongings, the ones that were most important to us and what we needed most, and we came all the way here and started a new life. Some would say we're crazy. And I started feeling that actually a little bit after a while. Well, so we spent 3 months in the States, and then we came to Canada, and I spent 2 months of that not working. So I was almost 6 months without working. And I started going a little crazy. And let me tell you, I'm the type of person who needs to be hands-on doing something all the time, because if I'm not, this head of mine will not stop. Well, thankfully, I finally did start working on May 26th. I have a nice full-time job, which when I was interviewed, I was informed that the job wasn't going to be full-time. I actually accepted the job as a 0-hour guaranteed part-time, casual part-time. And once I finished my training, I was lucky enough to start full-time, which is like so lucky, I guess you could say. Why did I stop filming some videos? Not because of work. Because you guys know that I had a busy life in Portugal too, and I always managed to edit a video and upload it, even if it meant that it was 3 weeks apart, 2 weeks, but I always had some kind of video. It wasn't being busy because of course now I have a new routine, right? And I'm always out of the house, but not always, but you know what I mean. What made me stop filming and stop editing was my mental state. Now, eventually, and I've always heard this, I've always heard this from everyone who immigrates, that the first 3 months are going to be the most difficult. Well, let's just say that I guess the first 3 months weren't the real time for me. Maybe they were. I was already ready to go home and tired after the first 3 months. But when we came to Canada, it was again something new. We were surrounded by family. Not that much family, but Dana and her family. And that was a positive vibe for us. I mean, they were such a huge support, and they kept us strong. Eventually, we went back to our apartment, and I was alone again. We was working all the time, and I wasn't, and so I got very lonely, right? And then June, I started working, great. But lot of things happened in June, and not on here in like Canada, right? June is the start of summer. San Miguel is beautiful in the summer, and most of you know that. And obviously, I was starting to get a little bit homesick. I think what started making me get homesick was seeing the Marches de Saint João. If you don't know what that is, you're missing a lot. It's a beautiful festival that's celebrated on San Miguel. It originated in Vilafranca do Campo, and we have our Marches Populares, and there's just concerts and singing and dancing and festivities, and it's a beautiful time. And I used to participate in the marches once upon a time. In the past years I haven't, but I did go sing. Oh, sorry, I almost spoke Portuguese there. I did go 5 years in a row. And here, I guess I'll put some pictures here. It'll take me few more seconds to edit this video, but here are some pictures of me in the marcha, and it was a very fun time for me, and I love that, and I love those festivities. And you know what, seeing all that stuff on Facebook made me a little homesick. And then right after that, something that was very, very difficult for me was not being there for Santiago's birthday. And my eyes get teary every time I speak about this, but I'm not going to cut this out because this is real life. Santiago turned 9 years old. He's such a big boy, and it was so hard for me not being there for him. If you guys don't know who Santiago is, he is my godson, my nephew, and to me he's like a son. I was there for Santiago. I was present in his life since day one, and he's always been around me, and he's always been my happiness, and I miss him very much. It was so difficult for me to leave him. I think he was the one that was the hardest for me to leave. Yeah, this is why I never speak about anything like this online, because I get very emotional. I miss Santiago. I love him very much, and it was just so hard not being at his birthday. Obviously, I got to celebrate it with video call. Years ago, people didn't have the luxury of that, right? But right after that, in July, he had his first communion. Was actually last week on Sunday. And again, I wasn't there, and he was beautiful. Here's a picture of him. He's so handsome, he's so big, and I'm so proud of him. It was a beautiful ceremony, and my sister did a really good job of throwing him a beautiful party, and everything was very beautiful. And I'm just so sad that I wasn't there, but that's part of the decisions that we make. Now, I did not mean to get emotional here, so let me just pull myself together. I think every immigrant, someone who's away from home, whether you came to Canada or the States, or whether you're a Canadian going to Portugal or to a different country, no matter where you are in the world, if you're an immigrant, if you've left your home and you're in someplace else, you know the feeling of being homesick eventually, right? And it doesn't mean it's all the time. It doesn't mean you regret your decision. It just means that you miss people, you miss certain things, and that's just life, right? You can't have the best of both worlds. You have to decide where you want to stay. I don't think that I regret coming here. I just think that I felt a little bit homesick, and I know it's gonna pass soon. I don't really like the summer here. It's been really, really hot. I remember it being really hot in Canada from when I was young, but I just couldn't remember how unbearable it could be. And I can't complain because I work under air conditioning. I feel the worst for Luis. He works in that heat, and that kills me knowing that. But I've been thinking every weekend, every time that I'm home, I actually think about opening up my laptop and editing a video, and I actually do, but then I can't complete it, I'm there for 10 minutes and I'm like, what am I doing? And I close my laptop and I stop. And I just push my brain away from it, and it's not even not wanting to post because I do want to post and I do want to get back to my regular YouTube routine, but there's just something inside of me that every time I think about uploading a video to YouTube, it reminds me of back home. And right now, I feel like I've surpassed all those negative feelings that I was having, missing home, feeling like I let down Santiago, stuff like that. And I feel like I am able to get back to it and pull myself back together and not letting YouTube make me feel bad or make me feel like I'm doubting myself. Um, most of the times I don't talk about my feelings because I don't like to be misunderstood, and I feel like people try to put words into my mouth sometimes or take my words and they don't understand exactly what I'm saying and they just turn it into something that it's not. And so I don't like talking about my feelings online, and that's just me. And so that's why I'm not comfortable with it, and even making this video makes me a little bit uncomfortable, but you know what? It is what it is, and I think that it's always a risk whenever you speak online. So, and I really do care for you guys, and I value all the support you guys have always given me. And so I do want to come back, not only because of that, but because I also enjoyed it a lot. I really, really did enjoy making YouTube videos. And you know what? I don't want to take that away from myself. So here I am again. And I just wanted to come on this video and say welcome back. Hopefully you're still here. Hopefully I didn't stay away for too long that now you don't want anything else to do with me. But yeah, I didn't want to throw away this video. Justine was so very kind of taking me to Elora, a place I've never been before, not even when I was a child. And it was very nice, very beautiful. I had a great time with her there. It was right before I started working, so that was great that we got to spend time together, and we have been spending some time together. I have another video that I have to edit still, and I think I'll be uploading this one next. We went to the festa here in Cambridge for Nossa Senhora de Fátima, and we went in the Procissão dos Velhos, the candle lit procession. It is a Portuguese tradition. Nossa Senhora de Fátima is in the mainland, and we do the candlelight procession also in the Azores. Usually it's in February, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. It's never this time of year in São Miguel. No, because this time of year in São Miguel we have everything going on, like Espírito Santo festivals, São João, and then right after that we just had Bliss go by last weekend, and then in August we're gonna start having the Santos Populares. In Vila Franca it starts with Ponta Garça, so Ponta Garça Nossa Senhora da Piedade starts this weekend. Then after that it goes to Água de Pau. Água de Pau is not part of Vila Franca, but right after it's Água de Pau with Nossa Senhora dos Anjos. My god, that took a long time for me to remember. And then after Água de Pau, it's Água d'Alto, where I'm from. São Lázaro, that party, that festival is so dead. Like, no one goes to that anymore, which is very unfortunate. People, if you are going to São Miguel, support our small communities. Go to São Lázaro. The festival just doesn't get a lot of crowds anymore, and it's so sad. And right after that, we have Senhor da Pedra, Senhor Bom Jesus da Pedra. We have Senhor Bom Jesus da Pedra, which I did film last year. You guys, I'm gonna put the link to that video in the description box below. It's a beautiful festival. You guys should really go check that out. Most Verdes is usually the second weekend of August, and yeah, there's a lot going on in the summer in San Miguel. And then there's the White Party, Festa Branca in Ponta Delgada, also in August. So there's a lot to do, a lot of nightlife in San Miguel in the summertime, and it's bittersweet not being there because it's the best time of year to go, right? It's the best time of year to be there. And it's not like I would attend everything though, so which makes me even angrier. I mean, last year in the summer we did a lot because we were expecting that maybe we wouldn't be in San Miguel this year or this time this year. So we took advantage of my 1 week vacation last year and we did a lot. So yeah. Anyways, I'm not gonna extend this video on any longer because this clip is already longer than the clip that I filmed or the video that I filmed for Elora. So anyways, please stick with me. I can't make any promises that I will upload weekly, but I will try my best to stick around and continue filming because I enjoy it. And you know what? Fall is almost around the corner. I have so many plans for DIYs and decorating and recipes, and me and Justine have some plans of getting together for baking, and I just want to film and share with you guys because that's my favorite part, sharing with you guys. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to hit the like button on this video because it really supports my channel, gets my video out there. Don't forget to comment down below because it's been so long and I want to speak to each and every one of you guys. How are you? Tell me in the comments down below, how are you? What have you been up to? And if you're not already subscribed and you're still here, please subscribe because it would make me very happy. And I hope to keep seeing you in the future. Until next time, bye!